have your Macomb County real estate market update for January 2020. We always preface with two things. For the last 5 years, we've been doing this every time. We always preface with a couple things. We have 3 years of data. That way you can see the trend. The trend is your friend, as they say in investing. And obviously, if you just had 1 year of data, it wouldn't make any sense. So we have that, and then we have the month in arrears. We are going into, we're in February, and we have January all wrapped up. So obviously now we can talk about that. Everything's finalized, and that's why we have things looking backward. But again, when you take things all in a row and look at all things together, then you start getting the patterns and the trends. It's not necessary to know what's going on right up this moment, because the beauty of real estate is it moves a lot slower than say the stock markets or the crypto markets, or things that are more liquid, the bond and debt and credit markets. So that's the beauty of real estate. It's very different than the other markets in that regard. So let's jump right into this. Days on market is DOM. Anytime you see this, 2 years ago it was 52 days on market. This past year it's 31, and then 31 this year. So kind of leveled off here a little bit. Macomb. And again, you can see a very, very steep seller's market. Active listings, this is the number of listings on that day, the 1 day data sample. 1,476 2 years ago, 712 last year. Wow, in half. Then 909 this year. So not much different, a little bit up, but still not a lot of active homes in the market. Still really struggling to find homes that are available. People looking to sell, because then they're having to jump into the buyer fray, which is not fun. Months of inventory is MOI here, and what that stands for is that the rate homes are selling. How long would it take to sell every last home with no new homes coming on the market? And it was 1.62 2 years ago, 0.75, so 3 weeks last year, and then 0.95, so just under, you're looking at 28 days, 29 days there. And that, just for context, 1 to 3 months is a seller's market, 4 to 6 is a balanced market, and then 7+ is a buyer's market, meaning there's a lot of homes in the market, prices have come down. So you can see here we are in a steep seller market. It's a very quick ratio to see where we're at in the market. New listings, this is a month-wide number. So this is the amount of homes that came on new listings throughout the entire month. 1,371 2 years ago, 1,119 last year, and then 1,192 this year. So again, we're seeing a little bit of an increase there just from last year, but not much. So again, we're still hemorrhaging for homes going forward. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out in the coming months towards the springtime. Price per square foot sold. This, we want to see the trend. The trend, again, is your friend here. It's not necessarily this one data point, because this one actually is a little bit out of whack in this case, because these are averages, remember. So it's not the median, it's the average. So if you have just arbitrarily high prices for something, or a couple, 10, 20, $50 million homes, so it can really skew the market when you don't have tons of inventory. So we had 103 2 years ago, 126 last year, then 288 this year. You're probably really legitimately looking at 140, 150, something like that. So you can see, just compared to other counties, the trend is going up, obviously. If you multiply this by your square footage, you're going to get your approximate home value. But remember, this is county-wide. So if you want an actual valuation, you have to call someone on our team, an appraiser, someone who's been in the business for 8, 10 years plus, that can actually give you a valuation, has seen hundreds and thousands of transactions, I can give you an accurate number. Number of sold listings. People actually sitting at a closing table, closing on a home. 913 2 years ago, 944 last year, 959 this year. So again, that hasn't changed too much. Everything, people are just buying up everything they can, everything possible. There's people actually sitting on a closing table, closing. This doesn't change too much, other than black swan events. So these numbers were higher before. Now they've trended lower, obviously, because of the insane things that are happening in our world. So anyway, that is the Macomb County market update for January 2022. I can't believe it's January already. I appreciate your time, your attention, your energy, because it's the most important thing we have. Let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to see in these market update videos. Anything else you'd like to add, talk about, explain, and we look forward to giving them to you guys. So appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.